All right. Here we are for our next episode of Preseason Predictions. Thank you for checking out the Swami Brothers channel. We're having a lot of fun with what the algorithm spits out with no new data. So let me get this on the screen. So we've done Alabama so far. We're just going to move through the SEC as we can. And let me get the schedule up here for Arkansas. Okay. So looking at the Arkansas schedule, going to start off with North Alabama. But before we talk about that, there's been some changes there. New coaching staff. When I was putting this stuff together, by the way, this team, this was the hardest one for, as I'm looking at what Swami's spitting out, and I'm thinking to myself, and we don't know who the coach is. They had a bunch of roster moves on our daily channel. You're going to hear me say a bunch from time to time, but here's all the information I have. But most importantly, go check rosters if you're doing anything with this information other than just, having fun. So what happened at Arkansas? Well, Sam Pittman, who was loved, was struggling. The team was struggling. He went 0-8. They fired him mid-season. They brought in Bobby Petrino, who finished the year as the interim. And then they went out and got the new coach, Ryan Silverfield. As a head coach, Ryan is 50-25. I would love to tell you that I have personally watched him at Memphis, but I haven't. I've seen Memphis play over the years. Always competitive, always put together a good team. Didn't know the coach's name. Do now because of doing a little research here. I'm saying all this because there's no DNA for, in this case, for Swami to go by. So in everything that we do, even in all calculations, there is a history of the team that's actually thrown into the calculations as well. And in this case, I have none. There's no way for me to put a real comparable together. So that being said, this is going to be, as silly as it should be when you have no new data and you're going to actually, try to give a prediction on what's going to happen. So buckle up. Here we go. Their season starts off September 5th. They're going to be at home. North Alabama's coming in. We've got that one as a confidence win. I'm going to go ahead and just color that right there. And not much more to say about that. I will say we're going to get to see some of these new transfers, and did a little bit in some of the digging that I have here. Who was it that put out the article about it was Sports Illustrated, I think, article about the roster. So he put together, supposedly he has a staff with a strong record of evaluating transfer portal talent. Sorry, we're still drinking coffee this morning. So Arkansas's 2026 transfer class is, according to Sports Illustrated, is considered among the best in the nation. So We're going to get a look at them against North Alabama, and then they're going to run into the away game, which is Utah's buzzsaw, and we have that as a predicted loss. Now, I I don't blame Swami for going in this direction. That is, we actually have numbers on Utah. They're actually ranked right now, number 21. None of that means anything. No, this like doing all of this is kind of silly, but it is fun to kind of think, well, what could happen. It's really hard to think that out when you haven't seen the Arkansas team at all. But going up against a ranked opponent, brand new team, on the road, kind of got to give that one to Utah, but we'll find out. Doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. And then they come back home, and number 3 Georgia comes in. So that's Swami's got that as a loss. Looking at how they played last year, by the way, even though they didn't win, they played everybody close. It didn't matter who it was. Arkansas did not get blown out. This is not, the pieces are there. They really had a bad year, and they have a new coaching staff. I have a feeling that the algorithm predictions or the Swami predictions that we're going to spit out here are not going to look the same with this team going forward during the season. So, but we've got them losing to Utah and Georgia. Then Tulsa back at home. We definitely have this as a win. Then we're going to go into a strange spot. So they're going away to Texas A&M, who they played close. Until we see something different, we're going to have to say that's a loss. Then Tennessee comes to town, and we actually have this one being close. So this is a pick 'em. They could win, they could lose. Then they go to Vanderbilt again, another one. Not really sure what's happening there because we don't really know what we're looking at. I think the talent level, if those guys, if the new coaching staff did do as advertised, I know that when you do a little bit more digging into Silverfield, this guy he did a lot of good things at Memphis. He had 3, I think it was the 3 last years he was there. He had 10 win seasons. He's definitely knows how to win. Let's just see if he gets the players together. But um, I bet they're going to be more competitive than the numbers show. But moving on, Missouri. Again, don't know what we're dealing with, so that's going to be a pick 'em. Auburn, South Carolina, Texas, LSU. Well, I, they got to go to Texas. We're gonna say that's a loss. South Carolina's coming into town. It's too close to call. Going to Auburn and winning. Auburn has a new head coach this year too, and it's somebody that Silverfield has faced before. So that's going to be a really interesting game. I'm looking forward to that game. These guys know each other, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna give them a win right there. And then versus LSU, you know, It's going to be a hard year for Arkansas, folks. I always feel bad. I'm not a fan of any team one way or the other, but I know what it feels like to lose, and I hate it, and I know how that feels for other people too. So that is the year for Arkansas. So we're looking at we have three wins we're predicting. We have a bunch of toss-up games that could go either way. We just don't know enough about the team. It's really hard to do this. It's a wild range. I guess the floor is 3-9, and the ceiling is, maybe 9-3, but I just doubt it. So we're gonna go 3-9 to, let's say 6-6. I think Arkansas is going to end up 6-6 this year. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and please like and subscribe. I'll be putting out the next video on the series, and it'll be fun to see how it turns out. All of this stuff will change, so the way the algorithm works is it just needs some starting point, and the only starting points I really have at this point in the season is just last year, basically, and the year before that, just the history of the team. So that's what we have. Thank you so much. We'll get our outro music going here, and please tell other people, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.